I'm proud of you, Morty.
Hey man, I don't give a crap about myself, Rick. Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo!
Alright guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, what we're going to be going over is we're going to be going over our previous video. In our previous video, which we uploaded last night, we went through 626 charts. Out of 626 charts, we found a total of 39 trades. And out of the 39 trades, we got 29 right. And there's 5 more still forming, and we got 5 wrong. Okay, so out of 39 trades, we got 5 wrong. We have 5 still forming, and we have 29 correct trades, which will bring us to a total of 34 correct trades if the 5 that are still forming will be correct. Okay, so we're going to be going over the aftermath. So we're going to be going over one by one on each trade. Okay, so the first trade we're going to be going over is we're going to be going over BFH. Okay, so on BFH we were wrong. Okay, so BFH, we said that it was bearish. We said that, you know, it topped out 3 times and, you know, it will drop, but typically it breaks up. But we were wrong on that trade. Okay, that was first trade that was incorrect. Second trade was AIG. Okay, and AIG, we were correct on this trade. We said that this is going to be bullish, and we were correct. So as you guys can see, yesterday's candle, which is the black candle, which is right here, next day it went up bullish. So we were right on that. Next trade we have is AMGN. Okay, and this is still forming. Okay, so we are not wrong on this. I believe we are going to be right, but it is still forming. So, you know, you guys want to long it when it gets down to this level, but that is still forming. So and next trade we went over was AZN, and AZN we said it was bullish, and guess what, we were right. So yesterday it was on this red candle, and today it went up. We were right, we were correct on AZN. Next one is BBY. BBY, we said there was a cup and handle right here. We said overall it was bullish, and guess what happened? It pumped today. Now, you know, overall it went below the red candle. So yesterday was a red candle, today it pumped, but it went below, but overall it went above yesterday's close. So we were right on that trade. Okay, next one we have here is BNTX. Okay, and BNTX, we said that this was bullish, yeah, we said it was bullish. We were correct on this one because, as you guys can see on the close, you know, we pumped higher than the close. Okay, so we were right on that. And BBY, same thing with that. Okay, so we were right on those two. BNTX, we were correct on that. And now we're going to be going over CI. So CI, we said that this was going to be bullish, and we were correct. So, you know, it pumped, and it pumped today, which is this candle pumped, and we were right. So that was a good trade. We have CL, and CL, same thing with CL. It went above its close yesterday, so we were correct on CL as well. And you guys know, like, I mean, it doesn't matter if it opened tomorrow dumping. What matters is that it was it went above its close yesterday. Okay, so CL, we were right on CL, and we have CNC here. Okay, and on CNC, we said to wait on its 73 support mark that we went over, and we also said it was bullish, and guess what? It pumped. But overall, you guys want to wait for that 73 mark. So we were right on CNC. We are going to be going over COF. Okay, and COF, we were wrong on COF. We said that this is bearish, and, you know, it was on a moving average, but we were wrong. It ended up going up. So we were wrong on COF. Okay, and now we're going to be going over CSIQ. Okay, CSIQ, we said CSIQ is bearish, and we were right. So it ended up dumping, and we were right on that. And now we're going to be going over CSX. Okay, and CSX, we said it was bullish, and we were wrong on that. Okay, we were wrong, ended up dumping. And next one we have CVS. Okay, and on CVS, we said CVS is bullish. Okay, and that you guys want to long it. You guys want to long it at 85.10 mark. Okay, and look at that. So it went to 85.10. It went kind of below it with a wick, and it ended up going up. So it ended up going above our entry. So we were right on that. It's still forming, guys, but we were still correct on that, but it's still forming. And next one we have DHI. And on DHI, we said it's bearish, and look at that, ended up dumping, and we were right on DHI. See, guys, I have 100% accuracy, guys. Come on, guys. Out of 39 trades, I got 29 right, and 5 of them are still forming, which will bring us to a total of 34 correct trades. Oh my God. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna go to FAZ. Okay, FAZ. We said FAZ is bullish. Now FAZ is still forming, so it's still forming, but as you guys can see, it did have a pump up higher, okay, before it ended up dumping and closing. So we were still right on FAZ, okay, we were still correct on FAZ, you know, depending on if you guys closed your position up there, okay. So FAZ, we were right on FSA, saying it's bullish, but overall we are waiting for a better entry and a better trade, which is going to be down here on this level, okay, at 1620, and you also have bullish divergence. And next one we have 5 and below. We have 5 and below, and on 5 we said it was bearish, and that it's still forming. So on 5, it ended up dumping, and you know, you guys could have closed out your position right over here, but ended up going back up and closing up there. But it's still forming, but it is bearish. So we were right on that, depending on how you played it. And next one is FSLR, and FSLR, it has a longer term trade. You guys want to look at my video I made specifically on FSLR. You know, it's very bearish. We said it's going to go down to 115 to 122. And we said yesterday on our video on our trading ideas, we said it's going to go down. And guess what? It went down. So we were right on FSLR. Next one we have Grab. Okay, we have Grab. We said that this was going to be bullish, and it ended up pumping, and it was bullish. Okay, and next one we have GRWG, and GRWG, we said that this was bullish, but we ended up losing on this one. Okay, so this one was incorrect. We can say it is correct by it pumping back up above our close, but I'm not gonna give myself that one. That was incorrect. And next one we have JD. We have JD, and I'm rushing through these guys, but I want to give you guys a aftermath of what actually happened, of how good our analysis is. JD, we said that JD was what? We said that it was bullish. Okay, ended up dumping today a little bit, and but it's still forming. Okay, we said for JD that you guys want to long it at this green moving average. Okay, but that's still forming, so not wrong and not right yet. And we have JDST. Okay, JDST. This is still forming as well. So this is still forming. So not wrong and not correct just yet. But you know, you guys want to long it once it hits you know, this trend line. Okay. You have bullish divergence. You know, it's still forming, guys. Where are we now? We're at JDST. Next one we got MCK. Okay, MCK, we said that MCK was going to be bullish, and it was bullish. So yesterday's candle was a black candle, and today it went up to this mark at what was that? 381, and ended up closing lower. But that was bullish. We were right on that. And we have MSOS. Okay, MSOS. This one is still forming. Okay, this one is still forming. This one looks really good. You're coming at a level of strong support and bullish divergence. It's still forming, so not right and not wrong just yet. And next one we got NET. Okay, NET, we said that NET was bearish, and look at that. It was bearish. So we were right on NET. Next one we got NTAP. And on NTAP, we said that this was bearish, and look at that. It ended up going down, and we were right on NTAP. Next one, we got OIH. Okay, in OIH, we said that this was bullish, and it ended up going up, and we were right on that. Guys, we're not going over any analysis on this video. We're just giving you guys a recap of the aftermath of the trades that we gave ideas for. So let's see, we're at OIH. Next one, we got ON. Okay, ON, we said that this was bullish, and we were right, ended up going up, so we were correct on ON. Next one, we got QCOM. Okay, and on QCOM, we said that this was bearish, we were right. So it ended up dumping, okay, ended up dumping down to this moving average, but ended up going back up and closing higher. So we were right on this being bearish, ended up going down. Okay, next one, we got SIRI. Okay, and on SIRI, we said that it's bullish, and look at that, it was bullish. And next one, we got SOXS. Okay, this one right here, if you guys look at the video, okay, so on my previous video of us giving this trade idea, I said that this thing is going to pump tomorrow, and look at it, it did pump, but ended up closing lower, but it did pump. So I said that if this does not pump tomorrow, right, then that means I am the worst predictor, okay, but it ended up pumping, and we were right. It's just deceiving because it's red, but it closed lower, but it pumped today to this level right here. I don't know, I think that's 26.5 or something like that. Okay, so we were right on SOXS. Next one, we got SPCE. Okay, SPCE. And on this one, we said that we were bearish, and that, you know, it was bearish. We were right, ended up dumping down to this point right here, but ended up closing up higher, but we were right. Depending on how you guys trade it, guys, I give you guys an overall view of what I see. Doesn't mean that it's going to jump up all the way up to here. You know what I mean? I'm giving you guys trade ideas for the next day. So this was right, depending on how you guys played it. So we were right on SPCE. Next one, we got SPOT. Okay, SPOT, which is Spotify. And on Spotify, we said that this was bullish. Okay, and it ended up, and it was bullish. It ended up dumping, okay, but ended up going back up above its close yesterday. So you guys can consider that bullish or bearish, or me being right or incorrect. I will give myself that one. But in yesterday's video, I said that it can use this moving average as support and then pump, but ended up going lower, but closing higher. So I will give myself that. So we were right on spot. Next one, we got SPWR. SPWR, we were wrong on SPWR. We said SPWR was going to be bullish, ended up going lower, so we were wrong on SPWR. Next one, we got STEM. Okay, we got STEM. And on STEM, we said that this is going to continue lower. We said that I see it as bearish, ended up going lower. But only thing with STEM is if you guys look at my previous video on STEM, it looked like this yesterday. It looked like this last night, and I said, you know what, never mind. This thing looks bullish, because it did look bullish, but it looks bullish intraday, but daily time frame, it looked bearish, and you know, it ended up dumping. So yeah, so I said it looked bullish right here, and at open, you know, it just ended up falling down. So we were right on on STEM. It's just that, you know, intraday time frame kind of you know, made me question my my analysis. But overall, daily time frames are stronger than intraday time frames. Okay, so we were right on STEM being bearish. Next one, we got TZA, and on TZA we said that this was bullish. Okay, we said that this was bullish, and it ended up pushing up higher. Okay, and to $30, and then closing lower. So we were right on that being bullish. It was bullish today, ended up closing lower after it reached that point. WB, okay, WB, we said that this was bearish, and ended up, and it was bearish, ended up, you know, dumping. Not too much, but we were right on it being bearish for the next day. Next one, we got WKHS. Okay, WKHS, we said that this was bearish, and it was bearish, so ended up dumping, and yeah, we were right on WKHS. Next one, we got XLE. Okay, XLE, we said that XLE was bullish, and you know, it ended up pumping, but yeah, actually ended up dumping, but then ended up pumping above its close. So this one, I'll give myself that one. We got XLV. Okay, XLV, we said the same thing for XLV. We said that this was going to be bullish. Ended up pumping today. Not quite to its closing. I mean, it reached its closing exact, but ended up pumping today. Okay, so we kind of recapped everything that we went over yesterday. So guys, keep in mind that this candle right here, this one right here, is today. The one before, right here, this red one right here, was yesterday. So yesterday we were predicting what will happen tomorrow, and then today is what actually happened. Okay, so if you guys want to go through my previous video and look at how I did my analysis and what I saw and what I predicted, then you guys can come back to this video. But this video is giving you guys a recap of what happened from yesterday's analysis of what actually happened today. But yeah, if you guys like videos like this, let me know. If you guys like you know, trade ideas, and yeah, have a wonderful day. Take care.